One shot, let's begin. Parent and child, story of a chicken mother and a wolf son. Translate upload by Oh Heckin' Lurkers and Salt Lurker. just just this image alone. Just this image alone. It's so it's hilarious. Let's begin everybody. Let's go. You're so weak. He's a chicken kid. Poor thing. He was probably born from an egg. Even though he's a wolf? Oh, dear. Why are you crying in a place like this? Huh? Mother? Come on, get up and take a bath. Mother? Hmm? Was I born from an egg? Hello. What made you think that? Push. I heard that my real parents are dead. I would prefer coming from an egg. Time skip. Cry throughout the night, Morning. It's obvious the wolves are mammals. So funny, so funny. Mom. Clang, clang, clang. How many times are you going to repeat that story? Oh, welcome back. The story is embarrassing, so please stop. Huge, huge. Well, he is twice my size. You're going to Tokyo? Hmm? Good luck. Huh? Mama's lonely, you know. Hmm. The house is gonna feel a hell of a lot emptier. Aww. From tomorrow, it's gonna be lonely. Lonely? Hmm. But as time goes by, I naturally forget. 'Cause of that, don't forget to show your face around here. Even if you go far away, be a good boy. Mother, I wasn't able to be a good boy. I was with old friends, just like in the past, listening to a joke that wasn't funny. Rudy used to the jokes, so I could laugh and ignore them. But because of that lady spewing vile words about you, I really couldn't forgive them. It's surprisingly calm. I'll use the shower. I suddenly remembered the day I first met you dearly. Mother, I have no doubt I am your son. I couldn't be the good son you could brag about. I want to become a good parent, like you. Hey, Daddy, I'm really strange. I overheard you say that I'm a rabbit and not a wolf. Don't worry about that. Even if we are not related by blood, we are parent and child. I really like Daddy. I love you. That's right. Daddy and I are family. Those people say vile things about Daddy. I'll never forgive them. Alright, Daddy? Translators note this was our first time scantilating. Hope you like it. Oh, heckin' lurkers. Uh, I love how they center the heck here. We're a small team of two people. We want to translate our favorites from Pix, Ivy, and share them all with you. Nice. Really, really cool. Sorry about that. Um, I dig this story. I think it's really fun, just from like the short little time I get with it, and it's really interesting. Like right, because like I thought it was gonna be. So whenever I do the, and I say this a million times, I always go through these stories a bit, and then when I'm like, okay, no nudity, we're good. I saw like an older wolf, and I thought that was like his dad, and then this was the mom and the chicken. And but I really like that. This part of the bullying here, and then he's like, "Was I born from?" Like, he's like, "No." He's like, "I would still prefer to be come from an egg, right?" So like, yeah, I would still prefer to be like your kid here, right? I'm gonna assume, are those her kids? Maybe, right? Those are maybe her other kids. I'm not sure. But then to see when he gets big and edgy and that's somebody's persona for sure. I like how she's like tough and rough, and she's like still raising him to be decent. Like be a good boy, and then be a good boy. Of course, the dog tries to learn note ads, but also like maybe like like she recognizes that she did some things too. But I'm like, oh, okay, so we got here the cycle of violence, mother, boom, and then I'm already used to those jokes, but because of that lady spewing vile words about you, let's see if we get this one. Okay, this is the one that did it. Huh? Is that like a cat? I mean, it has a tail. Okay, so boom, the alligator isn't there, so it looks like the alligator moved on. And then, okay, I'll use the shower. I suddenly remembered. Oh, and like that's a bottom. I don't know if I like the murder, but I think it's a nice, really thing in the story. I think in all this goriness, it's kind of cute. It's like, oh, okay, well, the cycle of violence continues. I am not choosing the right words here. I think this is a well-told story about cyclical violence. I probably shouldn't be using the word cute, even though, like, look at this little one here, and look at this little one here. Oh, look at him, right? But it's like, okay, so the mom went and like killed some wolf people. Why? I don't know. I don't know if there's really a reason, but as a kid, they go and they bond over it, and it's nice. She's still a good parent, right? Hopefully. And then mother, I've no doubt I am your son, and I think I kind of man, it's so hard to talk about this without going like I like this when it's like such horrific things, but I'll just disclaimer, I guess, so I could talk about this more freely. I like this story. I like the storytelling, and I do not condone any, whatever is going on in here, the cycle of murder. But I really like the way this is done, just because it's like, hey, I I'm not your biological kid, but I am still your son, and it kind of goes back to the phrase, hey, or at least in English, there's a phrase called I am my dad's son, or I am my father's son, or you are your father's son, where it's like, oh, you're similar to him in more ways than you recognize, right? And I think this is a good example. Like they're similar to each other in more ways they recognize, and she's his daughter in more ways they recognize, right? And I really do appreciate that. It's like, oh, okay, they bond and they do that, and it's just a part of nature, right? Um, and then say that I'm a rabbit, not a wolf here. And I like this. Even though we're not related by blood, we are parent and child. And I like that. I like that a lot, you know? If it was a little less psychopathic, I think I would, appreciate it a little bit more. But the themes of being family not by blood, I genuinely appreciate that. And that's a wonderful little story there. Plus the art. The art is so amazing. I love this art. It's so good. Especially like this like chicken here, like nice and dramatic here. And then they go super dramatic when they need to. This feels like also like one of those things where people were they only did Reggie did only did this. They should do more. I feel like this is also one of those things where people are like, hey, don't mess with me, or else you get the wolf. Or like those really edgy quotes. Don't. I am the nicest person you meet. Until you betray me, then I'm a psychopath. like I feel like this is the epitome of that story, and it's absolutely adorable. And I love this story so much. Or I love's a strong word. I enjoy the story so much. It's interesting and like 8, 9, yeah, whatever. Awesome, awesome. It's July, and I don't have a theme for this month. Um, but hey, when it's America's Independence Day, probably something for fireworks, or I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'll see you later, everybody. With all that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for being born, y'all. Peace out.